Hello everyone, I'm Lord Victor and I welcome you to my channel. And this time we are about to continue our journey into the more wyrsmtooth. So let's get into it. Just have to fix some stuff. Okay, let's continue our journey within that. Have to kill a dragon. In the last episode we faced some very interesting stuff about this mod. The one that most called my attention was the necromantic spell. I didn't search a lot about this mod, I just knew it involves a new land and fighting against a dragon or something, but I didn't go through a real extensive research. Oh, new humans, and my game is crashing, I suppose. Yeah, this guy's quite strong. Rough. What else should I use? This one. I don't know which one is my enemy. I think both. He's also my enemy. Okay, there's another orc which is my friend. Not friend is actually a strong term. I suppose that is actually a party member, but I got a little confused. There you have it. This orc's even taller, I suppose. The first 3 episodes are actually on a single playthrough. I just cut the videos to not get way too expensive, but I'm playing again in the next walkthrough. Well, where should I go? Is there any lever? A chain? Be aware that I'm one of the most stupid people ever playing games. Even though I'm not a novice into games world, I quite often get easily lost. I don't know. Oh, there's this part right here. And I got even loster when I'm talking, because I have to pay attention both the game and the gameplay I'm making. Probably down here. Go upwards. Yeah, I think I hit the spot. There you have it. No, I just come back. Yeah, I just proved my point once more. Where should I go? Well, there's those bars right here. It should be a chain somewhere. No, it's just here. Well, in my stupid mind, I thought I had came from here. Not that I was supposed to go to this direction. And I just died again in the most stupid way possible. Okay, now I suppose it's safer. I just spent the last minutes trying to survive and being the dumbest person to ever play this thing. This game. Luckily I have those party members. Don't freeze them. Well, maybe some of you that had been watching my other episodes on this playthrough realize that um, my menus in the game are not pausing the gameplay. So in resume I just had some difficulty mods that make the game much harder. Yeah. Okay, now I killed him. Let me just do something real quick. Probably should. What's the 9, 8? Okay. Yeah, there you have it. I just put some hotkeys to my skills. This should make my life easier. No. Am I supposed to go here? Definitely not. Can I go upwards? I suppose that I said no. I think I just make a wrong decision. Well, the game is pointing to this location. No, I shouldn't go here. I just got through the mountain. Is there any? I've probably done here. So I just got through out there and it actually makes it go through the mountain. I just have to load my save, so I won't go there again. Because to return here I would have to pass throughout the whole way again. I suppose there should be something here. Oh, there's a claw. Yes, there should be a claw somewhere. Wow, ebony greatsword. I really recommend this mod. It's called Believable Weapons. They make Skyrim weapons way more realistic instead of something cartoonish and like exaggeratedly big. But look at those weapons, they're much prettier than vanilla Skyrim weapons. Really recommend those. But I suppose I should get in theory I should get a claw. Well, why are the game pointing? Well, so I am supposed to go there. Let me do a hard save. Should I go here? Well, probably there should be a way around the mountain maybe, and I was wrong the whole time. But I'm not sure. Well, if they made this, it's certainly quite interesting because it's another sort of approach for a dungeon. Like Skyrim dungeons are usually pretty similar to each other, and in this case, well, in this case, well, I just follow it. In this case, there's another way to go through the quests. If I'm doing this right. Well, through the barrel. Wow, I don't think so. I actually think I was wrong the whole time. I really don't know what to do. I will search through the way I should go, and then I will return. I just realized now that I had to kill this guy. The thing is, I thought he was some sort of important NPC, and actually he was just an enemy but bugged, and he was locked, like freezed down here. Um, I suppose that's not the fault of the mod. That actually used to happen sometimes with vanilla Skyrim. But anyway, it also might be my fault actually. Probably should have realized it. I just had to kill the guy. But anyway, let us continue. Those creation club spells are very powerful. Conjure Drugger's Scourge. Um, let's continue down here. Did I return to the place? No, this is a new place. Um, I just have to memorize the set of skills that I use. Yeah, I definitely don't like these people. But she really have a point. Why did Bethesda um, remove some spells from Skyrim? It's an interesting question. Certainly it has to do with something during the development of the game. That's for sure. But even though they had their development problems for not putting those spells, they managed to use a lore excuse to not put them into the game. I just have to configure something. Okay. This model rough spell is very interesting. That's something funny about this game. You manage to kill all the Draugr and you get murdered by just a single arrow. And you don't know how many times it actually happens to me. That's actually very usual. It actually doesn't bother me that much because it's sort of realistic, and it does make sense because if you think about it, bows in real life were actually quite overpowered in their golden age, let's suppose, before firearms. So it does make sense there are also overpowered in games such as Skyrim, which it has a more realistic approach in combat, even though it has magic, spells, powers, and all those sorts of things. It's not like a Witcher or a Dragon Age thing that you just go spinning around and dodging all attacks like a very arcade experience. You actually has to manage a little bit more of your character and not just pressing a button for him to do, just pressing a key to make him do things for you. It's not that automatic, and I actually like this combat. Like, I see quite often people complaining about Skyrim combat, but I think it's quite enjoyable. Well, there are some features that could be changed, such as this one that I could block with a one-handed sword even when I have a spell or another sword in my other hand. They should add this um, originally in vanilla, but you kinda can, you still can manage to do something like this. Well, you would have to use the favorite menu to change um, the spell to an offhand guard, and then you can block it. I really use this in the time I didn't use mods at all. So you actually can manage to get a lot of variation in Skyrim combat and work out in your defense, your offense, your spells, your gear. So if you really put some thought and some effort into how you develop your character, you can manage to do a very interesting combat or approach to how you're going to deal with your enemies. Well, there's sure with mods you can even go further than that, but some people complain more than they should about Skyrim combat. Like, you have a lot of role playing in the combat. Like, in most games, you would be much more imprisoned in what things you could do. And sure, in Skyrim, you can just pick a warhammer and go hitting randomly all of your foes. But you have another types of approach. Oh, she has a point. Nords, even though they're well known as barbaric people, they have really talent for arts, I suppose. Like, look at their dungeons and tombs and etc. But as I was saying earlier, this game definitely has a lot of approaches in how you play it. Chicken, fish, and another thing I can't recognize. Oh, it's a snake. So basically the game allows a lot of ways to play it. That's one of the reasons it's my favorite games of all times. But anyway, I could put an effort in making a single video, putting more thoughts into this idea. Let me quick save real quick. Okay. Damn. I'm going to die. I definitely should put some perks into the restoration skills. Damn it! A single hit from the axe. I should focus on using the spells probably. Like, getting near them is way too risky. How much? Well, my armor rating doesn't help at all. That's for sure. Elemental blast, I suppose. Sorry if I get too quiet during the playthrough, I just have a huge concentration problem. If I start just talking while playing, I'm probably going to die in the most stupid way possible. Unless I have a really overpowered character. Which is kinda the case. Like, this is a new Game Plus character. He is just restarted, but I have a lot of skills and etc. Because these were all from another character. As you may know, Skyrim doesn't have a new Game Plus system, but I added with mods because I really liked this mechanic. And as I said earlier, I'm going to die because I start talking. I like how my playthroughs go like this, like I start saying something and immediately after that I prove that thing I said before. Like I shouldn't use my swords all the time. Oh well. I'm going to die. Definitely. Yeah. No, I'm already dead. No. And be aware that I'm playing on legendary difficulty. I think I already showed it. Well, I can't show right now because the menu doesn't pause anymore. Should get near him. Why would you hate healing spells? It's probably ego related. It doesn't make any sense. But I must say, this mod is quite well made. Die, stupid creature. There we have it. Yeah. I can't. I just can't get hit in any way possible. I should have put some perks into more defensive skills such as heavy armor, maybe alteration, but definitely restoration, that's for sure. As you can see, my offense is indeed very very powerful, but my defense is ridiculous. Okay, I think that's the last one. Not a rough. Okay, and now he starts taking damage per second. And that's Dragon Priest mask. Dragas and dead allies tolerate weird. Let me try this. Definitely should try this. Well, I'm looking ridiculous, but well, is that armor mods compatible with Dragon Priest masks? Because in theory I could use maybe a Dragon Priest mask and this Dragon Guard helmet. I actually can use it. Oh, that's very interesting, I suppose. Oh, there's Tomer soldier down here. Well, that's actually open. Tell me about yourself. Is there anything I can help you with? Okay, this. Rob me up, okay. Where can I find wrist wrappings? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm really liking this adventure. It's quite enjoyable. So the Dwemer managed to build a city out of the mainland in Tamriel. That's a very unusual approach. No, that's not so unusual, but it also very interesting. A city in the middle of Iceland. Well, the mod is not official, that's for sure, but um, maybe they could have done it in official Elder Scrolls lore. I should eat something. I definitely have to play Morrowind to get more into Dwemer lore. They say Morrowind has a lot into this subject. So yeah, but this does look like Skyrim Dwarven ruins. Damn it. I don't know which one's my friend, which one is the enemy. And that elven mage just killed me. She tried to kill the farmer. Is that what happened? I think so. She cast fireball against the farmer and I ended up dying. Two arrows this time. In the eyeball. Considering the spotted hit, I should have done just one arrow. Yeah, and I'm going to die again. She really complains about everything. It's kinda annoying. Well, it looks... It kinda reminds me of Downward DLC. There's a part in the with the snow elf that you go to a place similar to this. Well, as I was saying, you go to a place very similar to this. Interesting fact is that I get this mask, and in theory, I should. It should be useful against Draugr, but in the next part of the quest I don't face any Draugr. I just find Falmer. Well, in any way, it's still useful. Okay, frost spells may cause nothing. I think I'm better going with fire spells this time. Which elemental spell would be more useful against machines, dwarven machines? Fire, well, dwarven metal in theory should be in some way resistant to heat. Or maybe not. And I'm going backwards. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I got here. Or did I? Let me search for the map. No. I have a fish memory. Yeah, I can't play with her. She already killed me with a fireball, so basically she has a point. So I was not supposed to go there. Yeah, the game sent me backwards. But there were things to explore there. I should have a look at it. I think this mod is actually made for more advanced characters. Well, this character is kind of advanced, even though I didn't play too much with him, but it's technically like New Game Plus. But considering I have like 5 party members, or 4, yeah, exactly 4. So, and I still dying quite easily, I suppose it's a quest line for more advanced characters. And I just ended up coming back. Yeah, the whole path was useless. kinda weird. I will remove this mask for a moment. I shouldn't go here. Those arrows are quite fucked. You're not satisfied yet? How many things we kill in this dungeon? This guy is basically... I think we got the difficulty a little lower. Let's try master. I usually play on legendary, but considering I'm making a YouTube playthrough, I shouldn't die with a single hit of the enemies. Maybe. Maybe I should had upgrade the character a little more to play on legendary. At least get a higher armor rating. And I still die in the most stupid way possible. I have to stop using this sword. It's not worth it. I can't get near the enemies. I die with a single hit with their swords. They basically touch me and I die. I don't know, this character is made of paper. The samurai armor is basically glass or something. But not Elder Scroll glass, it's just... It's just our real life glass. I don't know if you get it, it's not like glass armor, just... I think you get what I mean, but... Elemental Blast... No. Murder War first. If they got nearby, they will get some damage. I didn't want to hit my own allies, but I think I don't have much of an option. Probably should inactivate I need. This mod is basically a basic needs mod, but I install it during the first playthrough and this one I'm making right now. So my character wasn't nearly prepared for this. I didn't get any food, water, or anything. I also installed Frostfall, which is quite popular. You may ask, why didn't you just use survival mode? The reason is quite simple. I think mods created by community, including survival modes, are much better than Bethesda survival mode. That's the simple answer. Again. I should put a hotkey to healing spells. Or maybe some potions. Do I have an alchemy skills? Yeah, I kinda have it. I do have perks. Wow. Can I put on heavy armor? Nope. I should use this. This is trash, but the next one is quite useful, so I pick it. On block, I quite often use with one-handed swords. Why do I have perkins on two-handed? I don't know. One-handed. I also don't know. But let me pick something to restoration. Should pick this one. This one. All spells are more effective against undead. I'm not going to make a vampire in this character, but considering I'm using elemental spells and I'm fighting draugrs all the time, this should be quite useful. I usually don't use wards. Magic, no. I think I will do something else. Well, I can live with that. Let me save. Create hard save game. Okay. Oh, my healing now restores stamina. I don't believe this, man. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone dumper than me playing this game. Well, if you use math, like calculate some factors like how much time the person has on Skyrim and the experience, etc., and see the results. I don't know, I think this doesn't make any sense at all, which proves I'm even dumper. Where should I go now? Left? Yeah, there's a road. Of course you should go left. No. Maybe I should put a hotkey to healing. 5? No, 6. Okay. There's enemies nearby. I'm going to die. Yeah, as I said. archer is a samurai flying. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm just casting random stuff until something hit it. Now I think I'm in trouble. I could have fallen lava. No. Okay. Let us continue. If the way to get to the dragon is that hard, the dragon should be really powerful. The dragon itself probably is a real problem. Just gonna check how much time I'm playing. Okay. Let's continue. Dwarven machines, they cause damage. Some serious damage. Yeah, it's actually lower than the farmer, but still high damage. Okay. That's a very interesting approach. But that something that calls a little bit of my attention in this playthrough is that we have a parry. I really like this concept. It's basically from the originals RPGs that were not even electronic, and I really would like that we could have more interaction with these characters. Probably it would allow more role playing and etc. Of course, not even Skyrim itself has a lot of it. Well, it has at some level, at some degree, but I think it would be interesting to have an interaction with those mercenaries. Even though they're just mercenaries, they certainly have some stories, some background that's I should go back. Some background into Elder Scrolls lore, even though it's not official. But I really would like to see a little further development into those characters, or maybe not, because the story is not about them. It's just about killing the dragon that is the threat. And maybe it wouldn't even make much sense to develop a lot of those characters. Well, I'm lost again, but I think that's enough for today. And I really hope you all enjoyed this playthrough. And if I have any suggestions on mods I should play on any sort of type of video, I was thinking about making builds for builds for characters, some roleplay ideas, and etc. What else? Lore videos, a lot of those stuffs. I suppose it would be quite welcome. Well, if you like those contents, please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and see you soon.